Hey, how's it going, everybody? Tom's going to meet Sebastian, so I'm guessing that this is going to be my next Dark Arts.
You'll never believe what I've...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
I think it's my next curse. Let's get access. I agree.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it. Because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search...
I went silver.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree.
Let's go then.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I'm not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook. It would mean a lot.
But at the same time, I want to go and learn some curses, bro. Like, jeez, let's live.
Distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Brookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Oh, there we go. We got some light. Light on this shit.
There they are overhead.
I'll let you lead.
That was unimpressive.
Ranrock's loyalists.
Hey, guess what? Yeah.
When are you going to give up? What?
That was the wrong one. I was meant to get you instead. That's what I was meant to do. I was meant to get that guy, not
I should investigate.
Good one. Cruelty 3. Okay.
I've never seen a sword like. Bombardo, Confringo, Leviosa,
There we go.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do it.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
One I choose.
Glaciers, Expelliarmus, Confringo.
Look at that, look. We got spell for everybody. I like Sebastian because he's like, he's just up for a challenge, you know?
How childish! Expelliarmus. I will make it.
Oh, that's it.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
I do quite like Sebastian though. I think he's got a decent personality. Even though he's a little bit lost in his work for helping his sister, but I guess we can get over that much. Overlook mine.
I should.
And there's cobwebs as well. Spiders. I hope there's none. We're hoping.
Better or for worse, we're in.
I won't rest until.
Mine looks like a tomb.
Oh
It was
wow.
closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to pray.
Can you not like?
Let's get this over with. There you are. Put me down!
I'm
How
at level
many
20.
Ranrock loyalists are in here?
Still not
Too
level
many.
28 yet.
They definitely think there's something here they want.
Oh my god, man, I hate that so much. Oh. Goblin's dead.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
There we go.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Or the solar size, or the fangs.
Smashing.
Any number? Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Repair room.
There we go, it's fine. Oh my god, my wire, what the fuck would you? There we go.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Remnant's loyalists have all but declared war. Lumos.
Like, what even are them tentacle things are? I don't get that. Like,
Confringo. Lumos.
like, what the fucking heck even are them? They're weird, aren't they?
We've still
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
an unwelcome.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
One less human to worry about.
Seriously think that shield's gonna help you out. Oh god, I won't even let me block them.
Rather unwise coming back this way. This is where you will fail.
There we go. I just want to try and learn.
I won't rest.
So like instead of just dodging and rolling.
You're like a clown bubble beneath my feet.
Oh my shit, the bed man. Why is it like... Fucking hell, we're gonna get ganked here. That big ones need to go, that's what needs to happen, is then you beat them. Why are they so freaking mental? Right, thank God for that. Oh, what? Just a random leg just flying.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Don't have a monopoly on bravery. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'll just take it as a compliment.
A rune symbol above the cabin door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Confringo! Protego! Confringo! Wasn't expecting that.
Learn something new every day, then.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all.
This is actually pretty
Still,
sick. I like this place.
Something about this place feels odd.
What? Like the magic broom still sweeping up. It's that. That's what feels odd. The magic area. Again.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Yeah, so I've already found it.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
Right.
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head then?
We should wait. All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we
God.
just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Mate, that was just like below the belt. Can't I just like fight you or some shit, or do you know the killing curse or something? Yeah, walk away, bitch. Ooh, I got a message.
I have thrilling news. I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately,
great.
the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Okay then, so looks like we're going to your office.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
You can't just keep.
What are you up to now?
Why'd you keep speaking to me when I'm like in the middle of concentration or some shit? What? Oh, that's another curse. That one is for another video. I cannot sit here and just go Hogwarts. Professor! Professor!
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone.
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible.
I don't know the headmaster.
He is, so you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing, a polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence.
Okay.
Drink up and I shall explain more.
There we go. Okay then. Even though I absolutely hate the
How do you
headmaster.
feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the...
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black.
Oh,
Now
God.
to find the headmaster's house elf.
Oh god. I quite like this to be fair, but at the same time I really do not.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Oh god.
Now, to determine which student gets this...
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't. Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
It's nearly Christmas time and I'm running around playing as Professor Black. This is great.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Yes.
If you must...
Where the bloody hell are you going with that? Are they trophies or something?
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I
Yes.
spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Yeah, why did you take it? I mean, money?
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Now stop.
Something seems
Bluffing.
a little off with the headmaster.
Nothing's off with me. And if you carry on, I'll be off with your head.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor,
Oh
I
god.
need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. Well, you cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
Basically just making everyone hate Professor
That ought
Black.
to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful...
Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the noble banners of Gryffindor. I shall be taking no questions at this time, or ever.
Nice.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Shit.
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Why doesn't the guy still look taller though? Might be just me though. Can't believe my guy literally said like, "We want Gryffindor banners." Oh, I ain't dealing with that just yet. Oh, just come back to it. Why not? It's not gonna hurt anything, is it? Not gonna hurt anything at all. Dum 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 dum.
Off on another adventure, are we?
No, not off on another adventure. I'm just simply sprinting around. Trying to get to the headmaster's office because, you know, the headmaster's office seems to be a freaking mile away. I just don't get why something like this is so far away.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Yes.
Toujours pure.
Wait a minute. Yeah, so that's going to be my next one, isn't it? Imperial.
Revelio.
What's that? Oh, it's a mirror. Ah, damn.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Aloha Mora.
I mean, there might be some decent stuff around here. Oh god, what's up with that law?
Revelio.
Key of admittance. Not bad.
Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears. Your suspicions.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
More than likely,
That
yeah.
must be the pedestal.
Oh, sugar. Oh god. Great. We're kind of stuck in a book somewhere.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald?
Oh,
can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
This
In
is
this
fucking
place,
amazing.
as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Oh. Demented? Or just death in general? Wait, what?
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Let's move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right.
Shit.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Yeah, but this guy's just stood near it. There we go. I mean... don't get me wrong or anything, like, could they really hurt me because I'm not, like...
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Are you sure? Because things are looking a little bit messed up right now. But I was just trying to say that, so like, obviously we're not the main character in this book.
I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Yo, apprentice death. Thank you. Now you need to bugger off as well, please. Thank you very much. But death's just staring at us.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be a way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Oh god, what even are we playing right now? Definitely not getting through here either.
Now's my chance.
I get it that death here, but what is death actually after?
The way forward.
Mysterious cloak.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
And that's some good shit.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
That's cool. Let's just not get too ahead of ourselves.
Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You'll figure it out in a minute.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
What wand is that? The Elder Wand? That's the Elder Wand. That definitely looks like the Elder Wand. Anybody mentions a wand with extraordinary power, you know for a fact what wand that is. And you know that you're gonna get yourself into some crazy shit.
I've never felt such power.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Bombard!
Bloody heck. Oh, imagine at the end of the game if you do get the older one. Oh, it's time to do this shit all over again. Oh my god.
Defender.
Alright, there we go. Okay, cool.
Defender. Descender. Bombard. Defender.
Thank God for that. Oh my god. Oh, you're not going to send any more people after me now then? Okay, that's cool. Bloody heck. I might just take a break from recordings and just try and level up as much as I can. Get to like level 30, 32, something like that. This was getting too much.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Did it say a simple stone? Or did it say the sorcerer's stone? I don't know. I can't remember what it said. But it's definitely not the sorcerer's stone because I'm quite sure that's red. And it's more like, it looks just like an oversized ruby, to be fair.
It won't be the same without her.
I'm guessing that's Neve.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Oh wow. Okay then. So I take it you died, but I don't get how. I like it I'm still holding the stone, to be
But
fair.
there's no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
I mean, this is a different one than just going into a random tomb of ancient magic and taking
Remember
over.
that as you witness my memory.
Yeah, instead of like taking over guardians and shit, we're up against Death and his armed forces by the looks of things in this one. Stick your head in it. Let's see what
Isadora,
happened.
what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands.
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
Oh god.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Oh god, so I'm guessing Isadora dies from like her own power. Just goes absolutely insane on power or something and goes over the top of it or something. Can't contain it. Lose her mind. Probably went to Azkaban. Who knows? So does that mean that Isadora could still be alive for some reason? Because you got the fourth one here. Oh, it's
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
Hello.
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Okay.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power? Monstrous.
What's more, she's...
the repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's...
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Well, I'm going to wrap this up anyway, people. This is the longest episode that we're going to be making. I'm not trying to rush the story. I just want to expand the episodes out a little bit longer, if that makes sense. So thank you all once again for watching. I'm absolutely shattered, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.